Welcome, we have collected 5 of the most interesting events that took place on the 23rd of April in history. In 215 BC, the Roman Republic suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of Hannibal Barca at the Battle of Lake Trasimene. In response, the Romans turned to their gods for help. The Senate decided to build a temple to Venus in the hope that she would bring them victory in future battles. The construction of the temple began on the Capitol Hill on April 23 of the same year. The Hetaerians were a group of women who worked in the sex trade in Rome. They began to frequent the Temple of Venus, which soon became known as their place of worship. As a result, the Romans began to associate April 23 with Hetaerians and prostitution. Despite its origins, the Temple of Venus became an important religious site in ancient Rome. Today, little remains of the Temple of Venus, but its legacy lives on in the history of Rome and the Roman Empire. The Order of the Garter is a British order of chivalry founded by King Edward III on April 23, 1348. This is the oldest order of chivalry in the world, which is still active today. According to legend, the order was founded by Edward III when he picked up a garter that fell from the foot of his dancing partner, Joan of Kent, during a ball. To dispel any potential embarrassment, he tied a garter around his own leg and said, "Shame on him who thinks this evil." This phrase became the order's motto. Today, the order includes a monarch, known as the Lord of the Garter, and 24 knights or ladies chosen by the monarch. Membership of the order is highly prestigious and is conferred by the monarch on the basis of personal merit or service to the country. The Order of the Garter has been an important institution in British history and is still active today. On April 23, 1633, Sweden signed a Protestant alliance with the German princes, forming a military coalition known as the Heilbronn League. Since 1618, the 30 Years' War had been raging in Europe, and the Union was created in response to the Holy Roman Empire's attempts to suppress the Protestant movement. The alliance was important in the context of the 30 Years' War, as it marked a change in the balance of power in Europe. By then the Catholic forces were dominant, but the entry of Sweden and other Protestant states into the conflict gave the Protestants a fighting chance. The result was the recognition of Protestantism as the legitimate faith and the establishment of a more decentralized political structure in the Holy Roman Empire. The Heilbronn League was instrumental in bringing about these results, and its creation was a turning point in the conflict. On April 23, 1907, the famous American writer Jack London set off on a round-the-world trip aboard the Snark, a custom-made 55-foot ketch sailing ship. London had been planning the trip for years. He was accompanied on the trip by his wife Charmian, who kept a detailed travel diary. However, the journey was not without difficulties. Along the way, the boat suffered several breakdowns and accidents, including a typhoon off the coast of Japan that nearly destroyed it. London also suffered from various health problems, including dysentery and tropical disease. Despite the difficulties, London and his crew eventually completed the journey and returned to the United States in 1909. London would later write about his experience in a book called The Snark Cruise. The trip to London is remembered today as an adventure at the beginning of global travel and a testament to the adventurous spirit of one of America's greatest writers. On April 23, 2005, a young man named Javid Karim uploaded the first ever video to YouTube, which he founded with 2 friends. The video was titled, "Me at the Zoo," and featured Karim standing in front of the elephants at the San Diego Zoo and discussing the size of the elephant's trunk. This video was not particularly groundbreaking or significant, but it marked the beginning of a revolution in online video sharing. At the time, YouTube was a small, unknown startup. Karim's video may have been simple, but it was the first step in creating a community of content creators on YouTube. The site has become a place where people can express themselves, share their creativity and connect with other people around the world. From viral videos to educational content, music videos to political commentary, YouTube has become a platform for all kinds of content. And it all started with one man's trip to the zoo. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If you want to send, thank the authors and finance the development of the channel. There are links to several possible options for this in the description. Goodbye.